Hey everybody, welcome back to It's Only Food. Today we're going to show you 5 tips on how to improve your cooking videos. Cue the music. Alright, well thanks a lot for joining us today. I am Chef John Politte and you are watching It's Only Food. If this is your first time watching, please do me a favor and hit that subscribe button and then hit that notification bell to be notified each and every time I upload new content. Alright, like I said in the intro, I'm going to show you 5 different ways to improve your cooking video. Step number 1, clean the kitchen, or at least where you're going to be filming. Before you even turn on a camera, get a rag out, fill your sink with hot soapy water, take everything off your counters that you're not going to use in your show, get it off to the side on another table somewhere, and then wipe everything down, your cupboards, your backsplashes, all your surface areas that you're going to have while filming, because there's nothing more embarrassing than when you're editing and you're looking at something and all of a sudden you see like a big smudge on the backsplash, or you know, you got a big mess over here off the cutting board that shouldn't have been in the shot, or you got a dirty dish rag sitting there. So kind of be cognizant of what you've got going on. And the first step is to make sure you've got a really clean kitchen and it's clutter free, and then you can put things in the shots that you want to. Like I like to use the bottles with the oils in it and stuff like that, the infused wine or the infused oils, as a kind of a background shot. But I don't like to get too much stuff into the shot except for what I want my audience to see, which is the food or what I'm doing with it. Step number 2 is mise en place. I'm going to make another video about mise en place because it's one of the fundamentals of the culinary world. It goes right up there with having a good knife and a thermometer with your recipe in the kitchen. It's one of the most important things to have in your mindset, and that is to be organized and have every tool you need at your disposal to do what you need to do all the way through the end. So visualize in your video, in your head, what you're going to need from start to finish, and that also includes all your camera equipment too. You've got to have your lights, your microphones, you know, anything you need. Make sure your batteries are charged, and then going backwards on that, all your ingredients, make sure you've got all the ingredients that you need for all the things that you need to do in the video, and then also make sure you got all the equipment you're going to need. You got utensils and spatulas and pots and pans, you know, butter, spray, whatever you're going to use in the video. Visualize it in your head, maybe write it down, make a little list of what you're going to need, and then before you even start filming, get all that stuff up on a counter in a corner somewhere where you can just reach for it instead of having to slam around in the drawers and stuff in the middle of filming, because all it does is waste time. And while we're doing these shows, we don't like to waste time. We like to get them over with so we can get them edited and up on YouTube. Number 3, well-lit shots. So if you got your food shots and you're filming or you're cooking or you're doing something like this or you're talking to your audience, make sure that your shots are well lit. Everybody wants to see your food. Everybody wants to see what you're talking about when you're talking to the audience. So make sure you've got a lot of light. Sunlight is the best light to use, but you can buy a light kit pretty cheap on Amazon. I've got that description box linked down there for my Amazon affiliation. Go ahead and check that out if you want to buy a light kit. But make sure your shots are well lit, especially when you're doing the food, because that's the money shot, as we say in the industry. You want to have your audience and your viewers see that shot of that food that you made, or else they're just going to click and go somewhere else. Here's one that I do often, and I finally realized not to do it anymore, but make sure you're not wasting the viewer's time by sitting there and chopping an onion. That's just an example, but don't waste your time on technique. If you say you're going to cut an onion, start with a few chops. You don't need to sit there and do the whole onion. All that's doing is taking up a lot of time. People are going to start clicking forward in your videos. They're going to get bored. Same thing with like pouring ingredients into a pan, or you know, frying something, or watching. You know, nobody wants to sit there and watch the burger sit on the grill for 5 minutes and just sit there. You know, move it along. You know, you can do this in editing. You can kind of cut it and do a transition in there into something else, or when you're making ingredients, you know, a teaspoon of this, a tablespoon of that, half a cup of this. You don't need to show the whole pouring of the whole thing in there. Give them the idea, they got it in their head. Our viewers and subscribers are very smart people. They just want us to move forward. Follow the recipe. The recipe is your script, per se. It tells you who the players are and the characters in the story. It's got the whole detail of the whole story for you, and then it also has an ending. It's got the instructions on what to do, so those can be your scenes, and that's how you work through your video. Follow the recipe. Well, I hope this video has helped you in some way. If you're planning on having a cooking video or cooking channel on YouTube, I have got a playlist that I'll put right here as well for how to create and produce a cooking channel on YouTube. I have been doing this since 2012 and like to think that I've made a heck of a lot of mistakes and I've learned from most of them. So I'm just trying to share what I've learned with you in order for you to be more successful. If you've been on YouTube for a long time and you've got something that you'd like to say that I may have missed or that you think is a very handy tip, go ahead and leave it down in the comment section below. Hey, I appreciate you watching today. Thanks a lot. Don't forget to check out the description box on your way out. Not only does it contain the recipe for this show, but it also has a bunch of groovy links. I have a gourmet seasoning shop on Etsy and also have a cookbook on sale. Those links are down there. Don't forget to check out the playlists I've got down there for how to create a cooking show on YouTube, and also a playlist link for how to improve your channel and help it grow. Don't forget to like this video, leave a comment below. Don't forget to subscribe if you have not done so already, and then make sure you share this video with everyone that you know. Take care of yourself. Thanks a lot for watching. We'll see you next time right here on It's Only Food with Chef John Politte. Bye-bye.